This week has been very busy with garage work. We start with a trip to Ecumaster to finally pick up an engine for the FD RX-7. An engine that we've never even seen before. It's something very much out of our comfort zone. I mean, it would be boring to do another 1UZ, 2JZ or even 13B swap. The plan is to bring the engine to our place and see if it actually physically fits in the car, which obviously won't be an easy job. But we need to keep working hard because it's only less than 4 months left until the grand premiere of this car at Yafes in July. Apart from that, I need to finally fix my Toyota Mark II, which is also not that straightforward, as there is a lot of changes planned for this car. It will be a good one to watch, so relax and enjoy watching.
Good morning. You can hear from my voice, we just came back from Monaco and I was editing the last video for the past 20 hours. Whatever, today is a new day and the mission for today is very huge and it's a very big step for the Ecumaster RX-7 build. I'm waiting for Bozo now. I'm in front of this house. He's supposed to be here 5 minutes ago, which is... Anyway, we're going to Ecumaster to pick up an engine for FD RX-7 and yeah, let's see how the day goes.
Bus driver, busy muszą latać.
Where are we going?
Why your voice so deep? What happened?
Because I'm turning into a man.
Oh,
Finally at 30.
Grew some balls. Nice.
Okay, made it. Kraków, Ecumaster HQ. Let's see what the boys have for us.
To jest ten z rzeki.
To jest ten z rzeki, ten tam co znaleźliście gdzieś na złomie. No tak myślałem. Fajnie, że się wszystko nagrywa, bo jak teraz wiesz, coś wybuchnie, to wszystko mamy, co nie? Okej, dobra Max. Co jest nie tak z tym silnikiem?
Wszystko jest dobrze.
Okay, the situation is we are at Ecumaster headquarters in Kraków and we have our engine for Bozo RX-7. This is the engine that the guys from Ecumaster were preparing and getting ready here in the headquarters in this wild room, which is... What is this actually, this room? Your room? You live here? It's basically a whole room designed to be a dyno for an engine itself without the car. An engine is just right behind me. This is B58 engine. Now why this engine?
B.
Not 13B,
5.
but B58.
Yeah.
It's new.
Really powerful. It's new. It's not gonna break.
It's fresh.
I think it's not gonna break.
It's not. We hope it's not gonna break.
BMW B58 is the engine from the A90 Supra. They call it the modern 2JZ because they have a lot of similarities. 6 cylinders, 3-liter turbo engine with strong internals that can easily handle high boost and power of 5 to 600 horsepower. It likes to be abused and pushed to the limits. 2JZ was a legend engine, but it's 30 years old now and it's hard to find those engines nowadays. B58 is a modern version, lighter due to aluminum block and can handle similar powers with no need to change any internals.
And that's why we are going for this engine. The boys from Ecumaster had this engine for a while and they, as you can see, connected this engine to all the things around in this room in order to run it and to prepare the engine for us. As you can see, the engine is connected to all the Ecumaster components. It's also connected via exhaust with this very long pipe here that goes outside. It has a turbo, it has cooling, it has everything to run this engine and to connect it to a dyno. This is dyno with a shaft connecting to a flywheel. It's everything. It's as if you have engine in the car and you can start it, run it, test it and play with it, which is nice. Całe to możemy zabrać do nas?
No, chyba mówiłem, że będzie na palecie, nie widzisz?
At the moment it's fully stock engine, so there is stock turbo, just this long ass exhaust. And yeah, so let's hear it, no? Should we start it? And just like that, the engine's running. Jak odkurzacz chodzi.
It does sound like a Hoover, but it's because of the long-ass exhaust. Those engines can actually sound insane.
these engines come with 8 HP gearbox. It's very modern. Well, not that modern anymore because people were building cars with these gearboxes for years now, but we never did. We always used, old construction of BMW ZF gearbox. This time we're gonna go with 8 HP, first approach to that as well, which is gonna be very, very, awesome. It's gonna be something new, something we never worked on before. It's a bit overwhelming, but with the support from Ecumaster guys, we should be in good hands with their knowledge. For now, we're taking just the engine back home, and the gearbox should arrive anytime soon. Maybe today or tomorrow, we're gonna try to, place the engine in the engine bay and actually see if it fits, if it's not, too big. FD-RX-7 has not the smallest engine bay, but it's also not the biggest. It's very short, height-wise. We want to really avoid having a hole in the hood or just like a big bump on the hood, so we'll see if it's possible. Hopefully it is. We also saw some FD-RX-7s with M54 BMW engines in without any, hood issues. This engine should be similar, so let's hope it's gonna fit. Yeah, finally something's happening with the car. Big progress. Let's see how it goes. Buenos dias, we are back in the garage. The new engine is there, but the car is here. And a very big mission for today is to fit the engine in the car. But first, we need to put the car on the lift there. Now, for the last 10 days, we were out in Monaco and Bozo was here, and he was actually doing some work. I'll show you. So as you can see, the whole inside of the car that was covered with the same underbody bedliner shit, it's now all grinded off. So we have a lot of nice and smooth areas inside the car, so we can prime it and we can do a roll cage. But not today. Today, the engine.
Engine.
Yes. So for now, let's remove the masking from painting engine bay and let's put the car on the lift and then bring the engine in. That's exciting. Big, big step.
We have only 4 months to finish this build, and that's why we need to save time as much as possible. That's why to fit the engine, we asked for help our friend Archie. Archie has been helping us for years now. I met him 5 years ago when I was looking for someone to do a wire loom for my V8 Miata. The plan is to scan the engine, then scan the engine bay, and then on a computer, merge both together and see where we are and how this engine is gonna fit or not fit into the chassis. We have no idea if this is gonna fit or not, because this is the world's first B58 swapped RX-7. No one did that before.
Okay, so the situation is the engine is scanned. Archie has a full scan of the engine now. We're gonna for sure have to change the oil pan because this oil pan won't fit for sure with the subframe we have. And Archie now is scanning the chassis, so later we don't even need to put the engine physically in the chassis. We can do it on the software, right? What is the software? Fusion. The subframe we can obviously cut and weld some plates back if it doesn't fit super nice with the oil pan. Also, we ordered a turbo already. It's gonna be G35 Garrett turbo. We don't have any exhaust manifold because Adam decided he's gonna make one, which is good because if he makes it, we can place the turbo wherever it's gonna fit here.
Archie finished scanning the engine bay, so it was finally the time to see where we at with fitting the engine.
Silnik pochylony, 2 stopnie, ale tutaj celuje jakby w differ. No, tylko no tutaj z tyłu jest na styk teraz.
Z grozią?
Tak, no tylko, że teraz problem jest w miejscu tutaj, magiel.
Magiel wchodzi w miskę.
Tak, nie w miskę, magiel wchodzi w blok.
Aha.
Już.
Okej, no ale do magla można by go lekko niżej zamontować.
Można,
The engine is big and it will require some work to fit it, but the fact that we can fit the engine on the chassis without even touching any tools on a computer makes everything so much more efficient and quick. Big thanks to Archie for helping us again.
Now for this episode, this is it with this car. We have an engine, we have a car, we have everything scanned. We actually have a gearbox as well. It's at Archie's place, he's scanning it as well. We've ordered oil pan, we've ordered some parts. So now is the time to, I guess, wait for more parts. Wait for Archie's job of making the actual engine mount. And then we will be back on it hopefully next week. For now, let's move to the other car, which also needs some work to do. This is one of my favorite cars, but at the moment doesn't drive. We had a bit of situation when last time someone stole the car. They filmed that crazy video of them drifting, but they also broke the car. Here is the video on that. What happened is something that I knew it would happen eventually. The stock differential from, 2-liter automatic engine under a load of 500 horsepower 2JZ, a clutch kick and a very sticky tire gave up and broke. So what we need to do is upgrade the differential, and we are gonna upgrade it with something very Polish and nitride. We're gonna do a BMW E65 differential swap. Why? Because it's heavy duty, it's cheap, it's available, and you can find a big variety of ratios. And for this car, the ratio was always a problem because the gears were way too short with BMW gearbox. So now we're gonna buy differential with like 2.8, 2.9 ratio, which is gonna make the gears way longer than they are now. Now the whole process is gonna take us a while because to get the differential out, I need to basically have the car on a lift for some time, and in the meantime I will install a bunch of upgrades under the car, which is super exciting. For now though, I need to get it to the lift, which is gonna be quite an issue because I need to push it. I don't wanna say anything, right? But I think it's finally the time, man. The lift check. Just look at that. You know what this is? This is signs of spring and summer just being behind the corner. I'm so happy, man. The winter was too long this year. Marek's working on Corvette. I think this is a separate video that you guys watched last week, if everything...
Or they will watch it next week. We're not sure.
Depends if it's gonna work. Adam, what is you doing?
Suddenly I feel very comfortable here.
Jak
idzie, Marek?
You feel nice?
Fajnie.
W porządku?
Kurwa, to... Ej, masz szmyrkę może?
Oh my, okay. Let's get to work. I think I need help. Help! Help! Okay, we have car on the lift, and what we can see is firstly how the diff broke, and actually it's not the diff inside that broke, but the flange where the axle is coming into the diff. This is basically a cast of the joint of the axle. This is how it broke. It's actually funny because this is fuel line, and this fuel line is supposed to be somewhere up there, but when this broke, it kind of pulled the fuel line around the axle, which is wild. I never seen anything like this. My mission is to make this under pretty much new. I'm gonna start with removing the exhaust, then I'm gonna remove the old diff, the axles, the drive shaft, the wheels, coilovers, knuckles, subframe with all the arms, everything need to go out because I just wanna have the bottom of the car empty. After removing everything, I'm gonna pressure wash the whole bottom of the car before, scuffing it and getting it ready for the new underbody protection. I've never seen anything like this. So these are the fuel lines that were going above the axle, but the axle pulled them and they were literally did this around the axle, and I'm trying to straighten them out now to release the axle, but they are just around the axle as, I don't know, strings. It's next evening. Today morning I was doing some other stuff, but now I'm back with it. The plan is by the end of today to remove all the suspension from the car. So without further ado, I guess there's not much to talk about. Let's get to work. Let's do it. I just had an espresso and I have a lot of energy, even though it's evening. So yeah, let's do it. We're gonna start with taking the wheels out because I need to get rid of those axles first. Well, I actually realized that there's no point of taking out the axles now and then everything separately if I can just drop the whole subframe, right? I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna disconnect the brake calipers and then I can drop the whole subframe to the floor and then undo everything on the floor, not under the car. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, and just like that, we have the rear subframe of the car. From that side, the brake disc just fell off because it should. Nothing holds it. From this side though, it looks like it's stuck. It doesn't want to come off, but I'm gonna help it with a hammer a bit later. So what we have here is a full subframe with a full suspension, all the arms, BC Racing coilovers, and air caps. That was probably some of the first modifications of the car. I'm not yet sure if I want to keep them or not, because the car is not as low as it was, so I don't really need them. So now, the mission for this subframe would be to somehow fit BMW E65 7 Series Diff and connect it to this subframe. Now, the original idea was to actually have physically the Diff here, which I already bought, it just needs to come. Physically have it here and try to figure out where's center or whatever. But then Archie said, listen, you don't need to do all this job, I can just scan it, scan the Diff, scan the subframe, and just make the brackets in CAD, laser cut steel pieces and just weld it in. It would be perfectly straight and it would fit, which is, you know, what should I say? Sure, let's do it. What I need to do now is remove all the suspension. That's gonna be easy. It's gonna be unbolting the coilovers here, unbolting the knuckles, the axles, the arms and everything, and then tomorrow I will pressure wash it and drop it to Archie so he can scan it. Let's go.
Wyczułem ten moment, kurwa.
Okay, and this is what's left, and this is what we need. Tomorrow I'm gonna pressure wash it, I'm gonna clean it, then we're gonna scan it, and then we're gonna somehow connect it all together. Tomorrow also I'm gonna pressure wash the whole chassis, but firstly I'll remove the front suspension, but again that's tomorrow because it's late. Bozo in the meantime was working on the RX-7 engine bay. It's a shitty job, but it's gonna be worth it at the end when we see the final destination of the car.
I cannot wait, really.
The problem though
Yeah.
is that it's almost April. Next week is April, and we're supposed to be much more forward with this thing if we're gonna be ready by July, which is the grand premiere of the car. Yeah, tomorrow's April, so May, June, July, 3 months left, and this is the state of the car, which is pretty much the same as it was when, you know, there's a little.
The same, man. I was grinding hard, man.
Man's grinding, but the progress is little.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Actually, I think when the engine gonna be in the car, actually like in the car connected and all of that, the rest is gonna be super fast. Like you remember with the Skyline, we putting everything
together.
inside,
Yeah.
First time is the pain in the ass,
Yeah.
but after that you take it out, you paint,
of course,
do
and
stylish stuff.
the nice job of painting it, putting fresh parts, all that's gonna be so nice, no?
It's gonna be so good.
I cannot wait,
And we also need a livery and like
and all that.
fuck.
Nice. Okay, this is it for now, and see you tomorrow morning. Tomorrow's gonna be. Did you see the weather? Next 2 weeks is gonna be raining every day and cold.
No.
Yeah. We were so happy with the spring, and now the weather forecast is just so bad, man. It's like the winter's back. It's super shit, but it's fine, Bozo. We'll be in the garage anyway. But no motorki.
My motor blew up anyway.
No, it didn't blow up. Alright, see you tomorrow. Good morning. We are next day. Morning. We are exactly where we finished yesterday. The weather is absolutely disgusting. The plan for today is to pressure wash everything, the bottom of the car and the parts that we're gonna be scanning. First though, I need to remove the front suspension. Let's go. Okay, the whole knuckle is out, and now what's left to remove from the arch is the coilover, because also what I need to get out is the upper control arm, and then I have empty arch and I can pressure wash it and get it ready for painting and protection. Whew, it was cold when I came here, but this job makes you warm. Okay, the other side is also out. Now I'm gonna just mark which side was which, just for later, not to waste time of figuring out which parts were from the right side and which ones were from the left. So I just put the tape over. I just put a little L here. It's not like I'm taking L's, but just trying to make an easier job for future me putting this all back together. Right, now the car doesn't have any suspension parts. What I need to still get rid of is the anti-roll bar from the front, so I'm gonna do it now. Raise the car, get the anti-roll bar out. Not that I have to, but I want to paint it as well. I'm gonna send a bunch of parts to powder coating, and the more parts I paint, the better the outcome's gonna be, so let's do anti-roll bars as well. So the ends of axles looks pretty much the same from JZX and BMW 7 Series, and we try to fit it in, and it looks like they fit. So this is BMW axle, and this is GX100 knuckle. Okay, and this is it for now. Good news. The car is clean. What I need to do now is get rid of, I'm gonna probably spend a whole day tomorrow, is getting rid of the previous underbody protection that we put on the car, which is wax. Adam put a lot of Novo's wax on the car, and there is a layer of wax everywhere, which I'm gonna remove tomorrow because the new underbody protection is not gonna stick to the old wax, so I'm gonna do that tomorrow. Good news, we have BMW 7 Series E65 Diff 2.81 ratio, which is perfect, and new axles, which are super cheap and super heavy duty comparing to the old axles. So our friend Wojtek in the Mercedes that you sometimes see on the videos, the W124, he's running 1000 Nm OM606 with 8 HP gearbox, and he's using exactly the same axles, and he didn't have any problems with them, so I trust this. This is the biggest BMW drive, and also in Poland, super cheap. These axles new were 280 zloty, which is what, 70 euros, and the diff I paid 400 zloty, so 100 euros per diff, and it's so many of them online. You know, E65 is not the best ever made BMWs, it has a lot of flaws. This is very good. We pushed this car here yesterday morning, and by today evening we have all the parts to make this swap, and this is the job I need to do once and forget it. This drive's gonna take it all, even if you want to tune the 2JZ further, even if we want to run 1000 horsepower, which we probably won't, but if we do, this drive is gonna take it. Okay, I'm gonna now pack it to the van, drive it to Archie, and tomorrow morning I'm back with under of the car. I'm gonna clean it, get it ready, and if the time is good, I'm gonna also paint it tomorrow. For now, this is it. And yeah, see you tomorrow morning. Alright, it's next day, actually evening already. Yesterday I dropped all the parts to Archie. He's gonna scan the subframe, he's gonna scan the diff, and he's gonna somehow connect them all together. Now my mission for today and tomorrow is actually huge, because what I did so far is I removed everything from the bottom of the car, and I also washed it. And now I need to do another step before painting this thing. Basically the whole underneath of the car is covered with wax. You don't really see it because it's invisible, but what wax do is firstly secures the bottom of the car from rust and everything, but also it's sticky. It's very sticky, so there is a lot of dirt stick to it and stick to the bottom of the chassis as well. And this wax did not come off when I pressure washed the car. Obviously it's supposed to be water resistant and dirt resistant and all that. So what I need to do now is take a bit of chemicals and remove that wax layer from bottom of the car. I'm gonna use this initial degreaser from Novel. This thing on a cloth will get rid of that very thin layer of the wax on the car. Let me actually show you, because you can clearly see the difference after applying this thing. Let's maybe try this piece. See, it kind of pushed the dirt to the side. See, wax and dirt stick to it, no wax. And like this I need to do the whole car. Let's get to work. Okay man, I think that's it for today. That's way more work than I was expecting. I thought I'm gonna come here, 1-2 hours, pshik, pick, and it's done, but no man, this thing takes a while. I was thinking by the end of this video the car is gonna be paint that underneath so we have some visual change, but I don't think so because tomorrow is Saturday. I need to edit that video and this bottom needs probably like 2 more days of work. Cleaning, scuffing, spraying and getting rid of. I mean, it's way better than, you know, when I started, but it needs some more work. I'm gonna take a light and show you how does it look. It looks okay-ish, but needs some more work. But if you see, the rear of the car is mostly done. Here is where I need to still work. So the front, the chassis legs, left and right. Yeah, the front of the car. So I think like I'm halfway done because like this is okay-ish, nice. Not everywhere though. Places like this, corners, it needs some more work. I'm happy with the progress, but this is not yet it. I wanted to do it properly. What I'm happy about is the condition of this car. Like from the bottom, when I clean everything, there is no rust and there is no even like, it's a clean car. Like, I don't know. For now, this is it. I'll see you probably tomorrow for an outro, maybe for a bit more of work. But for now, I'm going home. I'm tired. See you tomorrow. Okay, and this is it for this video. I was hoping to do more, but this thing takes me way longer time than I was expecting, and tomorrow is already Sunday. I want you guys to have this video on Sunday, like every Sunday. So yeah, this is it. The next one will be focused on this car. Hopefully in the next video I can put everything back together, install a bunch of new shiny parts, have it painted and everything. It's gonna be wild. And I also hope for the progress with this thing. This is actually the priority. So this is it. I hope you enjoyed this week as we enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next one.